días, mi nombre es Ángel Novelo. My name is Ángel Novelo, and I'm the tour guide for the Mayan Ruins of Tulum. My heritage are Mayan and Spaniard. That's what created the Mexican culture, the breed of these two civilizations that encountered themselves between the 16th century. And a great number of the population of Yucatan are Mayan. In this case, my two grandmothers are Mayan, but my grandpas are from Spain.
The ancient city of Tulum that was built between 11 and 1200 after Christ, that in 365,000 square miles in 3,000 years of history was the only city that was built right on the shore. The purpose of building this city is because of the natural protections, a coral reef, which is 1 nautical mile from the shore, and the second protection naturally is the top of the cliff that happens to be the highest elevation point of the entire peninsula of Yucatan.
Maya people are a civilization that showed up within this continent about 3,000 years before Christ. At least based on their calendar, we're in the year 5,127. So that gives a reference of the beginning of their time, 3,114 years before Christ. The Mayans are considered to be within the American continent, the philosophers, the engineers, the architects, the mathematicians, but also very well known as a very spiritual society. For instance, just in the Mayan land, there's about 6,000 complexes built by these people. In Yucatan, there's close to 3,000 found officially, and all these compounds or these complexes were built for their families, for their people to gather to do their ritualistic or the religious practices. So we're seeing the effort of a culture that's fully dedicated to congregate people for their prayers.
What makes the difference of this city compared to the other sides is that Tulum was built around 1200 after, 1100 after 1200, when most of the big empires such as Chichen Itza, Calakmul, were already abandoned. So the architecture that was applied in the city that helps until today to the impact of a hurricane is more complex, and the astronomy that was applied or practiced in the buildings. For me, Tulum is the most spectacular city built by this culture in 365,000 square miles and 3,000 years of history.
I really hope they keep in mind our history. I hope they keep in mind our people. So when they get back home, they can probably break a few stereotypes and let know that the Mayan culture, the Mayan people, the Mayan customs, the Mayan philosophy is still alive. It's a shame that in levels of education around the planet, people's being told that the Mayans are gone. So many people from all over the world that has also, besides my father, cherish cultures, cherish history. For those humans that never take their time to read a little bit of their past, they are condemned to repeat the same mistakes in the future. And that's why I hope that learning something from this story, people can take it back home and appreciate their own cultures and their own lives.